Hey you witches, how you doing today? We're back with another video, and this one is just sort of a catch up. I feel like we haven't really had a chance to chat and catch up in a while, and yeah, I just sort of wanted to fill you in on everything I have going on. Here in Edmonton, we're just heading into our summer season, which is so exciting. We have a very short spring here. Typically winter lasts until end of March, even into April sometimes. So really it's about a month and a half of spring, that's it. And then we are into summer. It's supposed to be like 22 degrees here today. And yeah, basically in Edmonton, it's, gosh, over the winter it gets as cold as like 35 below zero, and in the summers it gets as hot as 35 above zero. So we have a lot of fluctuation. I'm a little overdressed for the weather today, but it's cool in my house, so I like to sort of keep a little bundled, but I do have like a tank top underneath for when I go out later. I'm wearing shorts when I go out to W-A-L-K, the D-O-G. I can't say that out loud or she'll get super excited and start running zoomies around the house. So yeah, basically we're heading into summer and I got all kinds of fun stuff going on. Before I do that though, I did want to give a shout out to one of my YouTube friends, Mr. Justin from the Witch of Enchantment. He's got some really great merch, and I haven't actually showed it on any of my videos yet. I was wearing one of his shirts in my last video, but you can't really see it because I tend to film sort of almost neck up. So this one here is the Glitter Witch Coven shirt. Glitter Witch Coven, established in 2020, which is when he started his channel, and he always calls all of his subscribers his glitter witches. And this one, which I adore, I live in this one. It's just, I got it in a big sweatshirt, but it basically says Basic Witch in like hot pink across the front, and I love it. So I'm gonna put a link to his merch in the comment or in the description down below. So go check it out. He's got some really, really cool merch, and I really like his designs, and I don't know, I just felt like he needed a bit of a shout out for that. I've shared it before on my Instagram and even on the community tab here, but I just wanted to share it in a video. So his Glitter Witch merch is on Bonfire, and I will put the actual link below in the description if you guys want to check that out. And otherwise, yeah, what's going on with me these days? So when it comes to my personal practice, I'll be honest, I do a lot, but not necessarily what I think we always think of when we think personal practice. Like making these videos is part of my personal practice. It's part of my personal community outreach, sharing my voice, hoping to, you know, I don't know if I want to say educate others, but right, get my opinions out there, like help people see different ways of maybe seeing things. One of the things I do weekly is I work with one of my ancestors on my Scots Gaelic. So every Monday we sit down and I have a beginner, like it's a beginner novel for beginner Gaelic speakers. And we go through and we like work on it page by page by page. And every day I do a little bit of Duolingo. So I am on day 137 of Duolingo, working on my Gaelic. So that's kind of fun. I'm not ready. I was like, oh, I should say something in Gaelic, but I'm not there yet. I can do it. I can speak out loud in Gaelic, but I'm just not confident enough yet to do it like on a public platform. And the other thing that I have recently started doing is working on building a relationship with the Kaliak and really tying it to the land in which I live on. So she is a spirit ancestress. She is the great, you know, mother ancestor of us all, so to speak. And I work with her. I mean, you've seen me before. I built an altar, a Kaliak altar. And now what I've been doing is, because one of her associations is with holy wells and water, is when I go on a walk around my neighborhood, there's a few ponds. So every Monday I collect a little bit of water from the pond and refresh her water on the altar with local water from local ponds to kind of, right, bring in that association and make an offering. So that's just something I've been working on. And otherwise, a really big part of my personal practice is taken up with my school. And basically, I'm studying through the Red Thread Academy. I'm in my first year of a 3-year program. And I am so excited, you guys. I am halfway through the final exam. The final exam is the last thing to hand in. Once that's marked, there's like an initiation ritual that you perform, and then you're done. The first year is complete. So, and as soon as I'm done, excuse me, as soon as I hand in that final exam, I'm gonna order my year 2 books, which is super exciting. I can't wait to see. I've sort of seen an outline of what the topics in year 2 are, but I haven't actually seen any of the exercises. So it'll be kind of exciting to do that. And the really, the fun thing that I've done around my Red Thread Academy studies is I have started a study group here. It is local, it is in person, so I'm sorry if you guys want to participate. You can participate in the Red Thread Academy online. There's a great little community. There's like a Facebook group and an app that everybody sort of connects through. So you're welcome to come along and study with the Red Thread Academy. But I did create a study group here in Edmonton, Alberta for people working through the Red Thread Academy. And I have 2 other wonderful ladies who have joined me. They are like big keeners like I am and are super excited to start their first year while I'm working on my 2nd year. And we're gonna meet monthly and do the Sabbats together and just kind of, yeah, build and grow that way. So I'm really excited. And that leads me to something I'm gonna talk about in a second. But if you want something and you can't find it, do it, build it yourself. But we'll talk about that. The other thing that I have to update you guys on, I guess, a little bit is the Guild. So I did start last summer, the Edmonton Traditional Witchcrafters Guild in August. Will be coming up on 1 year. We have completely booked out the entire summer months of June, July, and August, so everybody knows what's going on for their planning. A couple of things that you guys might be interested in participating in. We do have a Tarot Explorations class on June 22nd. It's like a 2-hour workshop with Jenny, the Mermaid Mystic, who actually has a channel here on YouTube. She just started. I think she's put up her first 2 videos. I will link that channel down below in the description. And yeah, she's gonna do, it's not a beginner class, it's not an advanced class, it's more about like intuitive reading, how do you work with your deck, how do you bond with your deck, how do you, just those kind of, not so 101 topics, right? Like we're not gonna sit and go through the cards one by one and this is what they mean. It's more about how you work with your deck and how to start reading intuitively. So I'm really excited for that one. That's on June 22nd, and you do not need to be a guild member. If you are interested in that class, just go to etwguild.com. The link is in the description below. Click on classes and you'll find it there and you can register for it. Anyone, anywhere, it's done over Zoom. The other class coming up on July 20th will be on urban foraging, taught by myself. And yeah, that's July 20th. So same process. You can go to etwguild.com and register there. And what else are we doing with the Guild? This summer, our book club, so this is for our Guild members, our book club, we are reading some fiction. We are reading the Discovery of Witches trilogy. So we'll do book 1, June, book 2, July, book 3, August. And I'm kind of excited. We've been reading a lot of great books, but they're heavy, right? Like they're how to do witchcraft books, so to speak. The last one was Anatomy of a Witch by Laura Tempest Zakroff. Great book. There's like so much information, but again, it's like it's dense, and I'm like, over the summer, I just want to zone out a little bit. So we're gonna have some fun with some fictional books. And of course, for our members, we have on the 2nd Sunday of the month, we have an online meet and greet that we do through Zoom. And then on the 3rd Saturday, we have a dog walk date where we all meet up at a local dog park and walk our dogs. And, you know, you can come if you don't have a dog and just go for a walk in the park. And we have an in-person coffee date the last Sunday of every month. So yeah, those are for Guild members. Guild membership is like $24 for a full year. And yeah, then you can participate in all these sort of fun things online and in person. So basically I am super busy and I'm building the life that I want to lead. And so that's what I want to share with you guys is if you're listening to this stuff going like, ugh, I wish I lived closer. I wish I could participate in those things. Do it. Start doing it in your local area, right? Find the thing that's missing, find the thing that you want to do and create it. we need more doers in the world. A lot of people are like, oh, like, I just want somebody else to do it and then I'll go and participate. So think about all those people out there who are like you, who are like, I'll participate, I just kind of don't want to set it up, and take the risk and set it up. Focus on what if it works, right? Sometimes we're always just like, oh my God, but nobody, and I do it myself, right? Like when I started the study group, I'm like, oh, once I lay this out, once people really see the course material, they're going to think it's too hard, it's too much, they're not really going to want to do it. You know, are they really going to want to come every month and participate in this habit? It's like, oh, maybe I'm asking too much. And no, just set it out there and you'll find your people. They're there. There are people that want to participate. In 2021, I left an 11-year lifestyle career. It was sort of 24/7. It was based on leading a whole team of predominantly women. It was direct sales based. I was very successful at it. You know, there was every week, there was online meetings, in-person meetings, you know, and it was a lifestyle. It really was part of everything that I did. And I chose in February of 2021 to walk away from it. It was floundering. The business was floundering a little bit, my personal business, with COVID. But I mean, I could have put, you know, put it into gear and really like built everything back up again. But I was like, you know what? My heart's not in it. This isn't what I'm meant to do. And I walked away from it and into nothing. Everybody kept asking me, oh, well, what are you going to do next? Like, where are you going? What do you got planned next? And I was just like, nothing. It was scary and I didn't know what I was going to do, but I took a lot of self-reflection, right? A lot of time to sit around and think, what is the life that I really want to lead? What does that look like? What's missing now? What am I missing? And what do I want to add in? And how am I going to do that? And I knew it was centered around witchcraft, that it had friends and community and people who were like me, and that there was a learning and personal development component, right? That was a big part of my previous career. There was a lot of personal development, and I knew I wanted to maintain that, but I wanted it to be more in a witchcraft vein than a sales vein, if you will. So I did. Right away, I found a course of study. I got lucky. I found a course of study that worked for me. You know, in the following summer, I started building the guild because I was like, you know, I'd really like to have some people, some community. And through the guild, I started teaching others and networking. And I met a lot of people who were like, hey, this studying you're doing looks really interesting. And so I thought, well, then let's start a study group. And I put that together. And now what I'm working on is just deepening that community and giving as much to it as I'm hoping to get back one day. And ultimately, I'm living my best, most authentic life where I can just be me. And I think that's so important, right? We have like one life here. Let's make it count. And on that note, like I want to say thank you to all of the subscribers from this channel, because this YouTube channel has been a huge part of my personal, you know, growth and development in developing my voice in the witchcraft community, and not just the online community, but in person as well. I can point people to it and say, hey, you want to know about me and, you know, what I'm doing? Go check out my YouTube channel. And really, it's just helped establish me as somebody with opinions worth sharing. And I think everybody's opinion is worth sharing if you're brave enough to just put your voice behind it. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to continuing to grow and develop here on YouTube and also in my local community. And part of that is just doing stuff like this, right? Authentically sharing where I'm at in my life, my personal practice, my studies. You know, I'm just like you guys. I just chose to publicize my voice, I guess, right? So I hope that you guys are doing well too. That your summer endeavors are going to bear fruit and, you know, bring you fulfillment. And if they're not, I really encourage you to be the one who starts the thing, right? Start small with a book club or a study group and build it from there. Build the life that you want to have. So share with us in the comments, right? How are you doing? You know, what's missing? What are you building? What are you working on? I'd love to know and be able to come and support you just like you guys have all showed up to support me. There are people out there that, you know, want to get involved. So give them a place to get involved. And yeah, that is our video for today. Oh my gosh, 15 minutes already. So yeah, we'll wrap it up. And yeah, thanks for hanging out. We'll catch you in the next one. Thanks, guys.